بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. This sentence I have learned from my partner Isra in the leading team of the youth group of Roots I am representing here today. The meaning of this sentence is God will not change what happens to the people unless the people choose to change what happens in their own heart. In many ways, I feel this sentence represents what we aim to do in Roots. It's almost impossible to share in just a couple of minutes the both incredible, challenging, disturbing, and inspiring events we have been through in the past 3 years. Tonight, I want to simply share with you 2 short stories that can give you a small taste of our long and amazing journey together, me, my devoted team, and the youth, as you have seen, my teachers. The first story is about 17-year-old Muhammad from the West Bank. He was one of the first participants in our program. He shared with me not long ago that when he just came to the group, he just wanted to run away. You can imagine how hard it was for him when just a couple of weeks after we started our program, one of his classmates, Khalid Bahar, was killed by the Israeli armed forces near his home, accused of protesting against the army in still consistent circumstances. Not only that, but the Israeli authorities refused to give back his body for burial. Despite all this, Muhammad chose to come back, to share his emotions with the youth group around him. Not only did Muhammad receive empathy and support from the youth in the program, including Israeli settlers from the same area, but the whole Roots organization decided to take a stand and pressure the Israeli authorities, successfully leading them to return the body and allow the family to bury their son respectfully. Muhammad eventually used his experience to take a lead role with the following groups and act within his local society. As we speak, Muhammad is going through surgery on his shoulder in Jordan, thanks to money collected mainly by his friends, the Israelis, from the alumni young adults program we established this year. The second story happened recently. Ruth, an Israeli girl, who is another member of her group, called me in tears and pain. There was an attack near her home where the father of her friend was killed. The attacker was a 16-year-old Palestinian from Yatta. Ruth confronted pressure from her friends and family who asked her to stop her connection with Roots. I was amazed by the courage and maturity she showed when she came back and explained that despite all the pressure, she decided to continue because she had a friend, also 16, also from Yatta, also Palestinian. That made her understand the strength of this group. If the attacker was part of the group, she thought, he might have chosen a different path. She linked her understanding to a quote from the Talmud: "One who wastes one life, it is as if he has wasted an entire world." but one who saves one life. It is as if he has saved an entire world. So after almost 3 years of joint work, I am proud to say the value of our work has proven itself time and again. We created a space where youth from both sides can get involved in their societies and show there is another way, expanding the ripples of influence. Our alumni have led day camps during the summer holidays, have created an after-school program for 1st to 4th graders, and they visit families attacked by extremists, and lead conversation with students their age from all over the country. Even parents of our youth, who were against the participation of their children in the beginning, are today active participants in the Roots Adult Program. All these miracles we are creating at Roots Daily simply could not have happened without your help. So thank you. I wish to conclude on a personal note with a lesson I have learned from one of my teachers and a great inspiration for the establishment of Roots, Rabbi Menachem Fuhrman. God has created us with two sides, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 hands. Each side depending desperately on the other, needing the other. In Roots, I have understood, I have learned to use both of my hands, both my right hand and my left hand. I have learned to hold things that do not ordinarily fit together. I have learned to constantly balance. In one hand, me being a woman, Israeli, Zionist, Jewish, a religious person who served almost 5 years in the army as an officer, a grandchild of 4 Holocaust survivors, a daughter of a father from Greece and a mother from Canada, who immigrated to Israel understanding they have no other land. And on the other hand, I balance the understanding that Shadi, Muhammad, Mayar, and Rahil, they also have a history belonging to this land. Their religion and heritage belongs to this very same land. They too have no other land. We both have no other land. And that is exactly why we cannot stop until we find a solution to this conflict. It does not matter how much time it takes us. It does not matter how many times we fail. We will rise and fall and rise again and keep on walking together. So although I do not have a definite solution right now, I do know, as the Holy Quran teaches us, it begins with changing our own self, our minds and hearts. And our own change begins with bringing one side with the